And we are going to have to see if Roblox can take them down. Of course, gentlemen in blue, Roblox in the orange. And this is a best of 5 to start this Switch style bracket off.
And in a best of 5, right, you have to make sure you get momentum in those series. You can win the first 2, but if you lose, sight after that third game, if it somehow goes to the loss, they can always be the reverse sweep. So both these teams have a lot of pressure here right now, just focusing on playing their best in this first game to start some momentum going.
Absolutely. First game is obviously not obviously, but the first game is definitely the most important game that does not decide the series, as that first step is huge. You got to start with the momentum, but if you don't, you're going to be in a really rough spot. So far, both of these teams have had some time on the ball, pretty good amount of possession.
Ooh.
As you ever see the demo, that's Tide taking down Nebra. Roblox trying to keep control. Lunar looking for the shot to put that one on net, put his team in the lead, but that one does not want to go.
So far, both these teams have done a good job just defending, but not really a great job at attacking just yet. We haven't seen any major shots on goals. Everything's kind of just been bounced around. But as I'm speaking right now, we almost had something come out there as the gentleman trying to go out there. But a nice block again by the team Roblox, as they have now taken possession of the ball and are bouncing it around as best they can near the goal.
Neba trying to stop that from getting any further along. And that's where the ball is going, back towards the orange half. Nebra looking for the setup, and Luna with a banger of a shot is saved away by Process. Roblox defense holds up strong for now, but the offense of Gentlemen looking to open up that scoreboard.
And what a wonderful aerial setup there. You saw him juggling the ball in the air, set it up for his teammate. A wonderful job, but just the defense was there and on point and ready for that shot, but almost just had a knock into the goal there. As right now it's going to be a nice shot on goal, and there we go. The first goal of the game is going to go to Team Roblox. They're taking the lead here.
Process perfectly placed shot as we see it just bounce off the bar and in. Roblox first goal of the game, 2 minutes 5 seconds in. See if they can keep the pressure on, or if Gentlemen have a comeback in them.
And right now it looks like that was a quick take of the ball towards the goal. Was quickly blocked out by Team Roblox, but still a little scary to let it go that far near your goal.
Oh, definitely. That was a very dangerous spot. The defense holds up now, but Nebra looking to change that. Pops it over Aegis. No Mansion looking for the last touch, but Tide is there to give it a slow roll over to the side. Lunar with another setup, but Aegis is just going to steal that one away. Now, both of these teams fighting for possession of the ball. Gentlemen won it for a sec, but Roblox gets it right back. Lunar flicks it over the last man. Aegis now in the net. That one will be hit away, keeping Roblox in the lead. Aegis looking to double up on the scoreboard. And that'll be Aegis taking a 2-0 lead for his team. Roblox firmly in control.
And we just saw one of the gentlemen's player there barely miss the ball, which gives Aegis the breakaway here, and he's able to get that perfectly uncontested goal. Nice shot from him, and just an unfortunate piece of positioning there from the gentleman, not able to touch the ball in the air.
Sometimes you just get those unfortunate touches, and it leads to a goal. All you can do is just focus on the next rally. But it looks like this next rally might also go to Roblox. About 5 seconds into it, and this ball's already pretty deep in Gentleman territory. Does not stay there for long, as it's a great clear by No Mansion. It's going to count as a shot. Tide will be forced to get the save. Nebra, perfect setup, but the second man to get that touch was nowhere to be found. And now Process is going back the other way with it. Puts one shot on the board, but Lunar makes the save.
The ball has just been bouncing back and forth between the goals here. There's been a couple good setups, but no follow through just yet. And right now we're looking as, once again, the ball's going over towards the Roblox side. But we'll see if the gentleman can make something happen here, as they've got it up in the air. And it doesn't seem to be a setup, as the Roblox have once again taken it away for the breakaway, and into the goal it goes. That time scored by Tide.
Roblox really starting to run away for this game. Might be time for Gentlemen to switch it up into maybe just trying to see what you can take from this game and go into the next with some confidence, because Roblox is controlling this game. They have a very commanding lead, and the Gentlemen, not sure if they have enough time to chop down at it. 1 minute to go, and that'll be a fourth. Great redirect from Tide. Look at this angle, Darius. That is
oh my goodness. Let's see this again. Just a nice bounce off the wall. But it looks like Tide. Perfect interception there. And right into the very corner of the goal it goes.
Doesn't
And that's
get
just
better
an
than
impressive
that.
start. Yeah, Roblox right now with that 4-0 lead. Feel great, but there's still enough time for a couple more goals here to be scored by the gentlemen. We'll see if they can make some magic happen, though, as they've got just 50 seconds left to make it. And that shot there finally blocked away. Able to make sure it doesn't go in. And now a breakaway happening here as they're not able to touch the ball, but another setup here. See if the gentlemen are not able to get a second player near the goal.
Clock is ticking. 30 seconds to go now. And gentlemen switched into consolation goal mode. Just trying to take whatever they can from this game one and have a little bit of confidence going into the second game of the series. But Process not going to let that happen. He's going to take it down the other way. Lunar gets the touch on that. Aegis taps it on down to his teammate Tide. That one is not going to go. 10 seconds left now. No Mansion still doing everything he can to get the ball into the orange net. It's just not going, though. And this ball not touching the ground just yet. And there it goes. Roblox take game one in a dominant fashion.
What an excellent beginning game here from Roblox. A nice 4-0. It's got to feel good for the players, have some confidence that you didn't even let your opponent score one goal in this first game. Now, of course, we've still got at least 2 more games to go, and gentlemen have a chance to come back here, but taking a look at what we saw a little bit earlier on stream from those chat predictions, it looks like it's a little bit 50-50, though it's been favoring, I think, Roblox a little bit more. So we'll see if chat's correct with that as we continue on with the series.
We're going to have to find out. But right now, Roblox in the lead of the series, up by 1. Can they keep it up, or will gentlemen be able to get themselves in check and take this first series and cap it off with a win?
Now, we can't really give too much away from the gentleman. A lot of the goals that we saw were just minor mistakes. Of course, it was, missing the ball in the air, which is never an easy thing to do. A lot of the aerial control is not a great. Sometimes you can't really predict fully where that ball is going to go. So we'll have to see if the gentleman can clean up their play just a little bit and maybe, put their foot in the door and try to go for the second game. Because if they're able to win the next game, it stops the momentum building from the Roblox and they're able to feel a little bit better as we continue in this series.
Absolutely. The momentum is a huge part of the game of Rocket League, so you got to do whatever you can to try to stop the momentum from really getting solidified. And if Roblox can come out of the kickoff with a goal or two, then Gentleman is going to be in real trouble.
And once again, we see that Gentleman on the blue side, Roblox on the orange. And as we're moving into this game, the ball has started off in Gentleman territory. And as I say that, it gets moved away towards Roblox.
That's how quick the game of Rocket League can move. 1 point, it's almost in the goal of one side, and about 2 seconds later, it's in the goal of the other. So you always got to be on your toes. That counts for the players, the spectators, the casters, producers, everything. You always got to keep your head in the game and your eye on the ball, or else it could go somewhere completely different. As Roblox starting to make their way onto the gentleman half now. Process gonna put that one a little bit high, and Lunar's going to play it off the backboard. Great shot, flicks it over one. Tide will be forced to make a play, read that ball, but he is able to read it, and now we're going right back the other way. Aegis gets met on the ball with Niebuhr, but luckily Process is there to take over, but it's not gonna stay in danger for long. It's kind of an awkward spot right now, as it's pretty deep in the corner of the blue.
Yeah, but as we say that, the ball's now moved a little bit more towards the center of the game. And once again, going towards the corner, but a nice block right here by No Mansion to try to get the ball a little more centered. And Lunar is here to bounce it off the sides. And a nice shot on goal, but just a little bit too high, but it's actually saved. Hit back by Lunar, the perfect place at the perfect time. A nice double play there. We saw the first shot miss, but the teammate was there to back him up. And right in the corner, bounces it actually off the top of Aegis there. An excellent job of the gentleman to get their first goal of this series.
Like you said, perfect plays at the perfect time. That is what Rocket League is all about. Perfect place at perfect time. It can do a wondrous amount of things. There's Lunar almost showing it off again, getting that second touch off the backboard, but that one is not going to go. A double demo by No Mansion. That's going to give Gentleman a lot of space to work with, but Age is going to shut that down immediately, and No Mansion forced to take this one away. Got some space to work with over near the corner. That one will be hit away. Tied with a perfect setup. Aegis just got to put this one on target. Bar down as it's off the save from Nebra, and now Process trying to put this one back online, but that one's nowhere to be found.
Excellent save there by the gentleman. Keeps the ball alive, and they're trying to go for another goal here. And it's almost there, but it's blocked away by Process as it just hits the corner of the net.
I know, Mansion looking to tie this game up. He gets hit in the air and sent back to Narnia. And Tide is there to make that save. Aegis trying to get that 50, but Tide does not let that ball go. Tide losing control of his car, spinning around like an astronaut. He's just losing control of the ball. There's some time to regroup for both of these teams. Aegis passes it to Tide, pass back to Aegis. Gets shut down immediately. It's back in the corner. Tide trying to take this one still, setting it up. Second man's not there. He's a little bit too far back. And Gentlemen will remain in the lead. 2 minutes left on the clock for game 2.
A little bit of a slower game here. We didn't see that massive action from before. Only 1 goal scored so far, but we still got a nice 2 minutes left of play. We'll see if Roblox are able to pick it back up or if Gentlemen continue to further their lead here, as right now the ball is just bouncing back and forth between the two sides. Nothing has been on goal for just a couple seconds here, but that can all change as Nebra blocks it away, and the ball's once again moving towards the side of the team Roblox. But into the corner it goes. The setup, is it there? It was, but a nice block coming out from the side of Roblox.
Now Tide's got a little bit of a 2 versus 1. Nebra wins it though. That one's off to the side where Lunar can take control. Process bangs it into the corner, the rounded corners, bringing that ball back towards the center. Long range shot from Lunar this time. And Tide forced to run a marathon just to get to that ball to make that save. And now Gentlemen trying to reset once again. A lucky bounce from Nebra. Tide now playing this one slow. He's going to pass it right off to Nebra. Nebra looking for one last touch, but Aegis going to send that one over and out. As once again, it's dangerous for the Gentlemen.
Nice bit of a fake out there. We saw that he turned away, causing one of the Roblox players to jump, so the ball didn't go as far as they expected. Excellent job there, but now the ball's in a dangerous spot of Gentleman's net. Looks like they're able to pick it out here, but will the defense be available? And there it is. The ball's once again in the center here, just getting bounced back and forth. No team has gotten any good possession right now. We'll have to see if the Roblox are able to make something happen here, as they've got the ball the closest to the net.
They do, but it's going immediately back the other way, and there's no
right
one
into the
can
goal
get
as
to
that
one.
happened. Interesting, right there. It looks like no one was there in time for the goal, and then it was just an excellent play shot there by Nebra to get it right into the side of Roblox. So, Gentlemen now up 2-0 with only 20 seconds left on the clock.
Roblox was starting to play some desperation. They were starting to neglect the rotation, and of course, when you neglect the rotation, that's usually the defense that gets left behind, and the defender was not there, so Gentlemen had an easy shot on goal, and that will most likely be game number 2 going to Gentlemen, and this series will be all tied up at 1-1. This next game will be very, very big, because of course, best of 5 series, you get to 2 games, you're on match point, so this is the biggest game so far.
Yeah, but now we can for sure say that we have a series on our hands. Both these teams are now taking a game off each other, and it's been a nice competitive bout so far. We saw no goal scored by Gentlemen originally, and now it's no goal scored by Roblox. So both these teams have taken some commanding wins, and now we've got to see which team is able to step it up for at least 2 more games here as we continue into our first match of the day.
Absolutely. This next match is big. Of course, Roblox got the first one. Very dominant fashion, 4-0 with the score. Gentlemen taking the second, 2-0. Not so dominant, but definitely made an impact on the series, as well as probably the mental of Roblox. They weren't able to get away with as much as they were to get away with in game number 1. They were able to get away with pretty much everything. The long range shots, the short range shots, the little setups. But that was just not working in this game too. They really have to put some thought into those shot setups. And there was a couple of times that they almost found the net, but Gentlemen stepped up their game and they're not allowing the easy stuff in. So the rest of this series is going to be very difficult for Roblox. And it will not surprise me if the Gentlemen just keep the pressure on and can put the pedal to the metal and take this series.
Now we've seen the 2-0, 4-0 scoreline. So the question now is, do you think that this game is also going to have an XO scoreline, or will there actually be scores on both sides? What do you think just from what we've seen so far?
Honestly, that one is too hard to count because the thing is, a very simple mistake could be made on either side and a goal could go in. One team could be completely dominating, but they make one simple mistake and then there's a goal on the other side. So that is a pretty hard thing to judge, but we will see. It would not surprise me if we had another shutout, but I think we're going to get a close game this game 3. I think Roblox is going to realize what they need to do. Gentlemen already knowing what they need to do. They're going to keep doing it. So I think we're probably going to have a pretty close, pretty defensive game. I think final score is going to be 2-1.
2-1. All right. Well, we'll see if your prediction comes true.
I don't know
Start
who's winning.
Okay. Just a 2-1. We're not predicting any winners right now, but we'll see if that prediction comes true. Now, for right now, once again, in this opening a couple seconds, right, we've just had some back and forth possession. Nothing crazy on goal just yet. However, there was that initial shot at the beginning that was straight for the Roblox's goal. However, a nice block there meant that the ball didn't go in. But as we're talking, we're getting another forward possession. But it looks like there was a block attempt there. The ball goes just a little too high, and now it is once again out of the goal range.
Is Aegis now looking to put it on to the blue board.
Ooh!
And it's going to be the double tap. Aegis with the first goal of the game. Roblox take the lead first.
And look at that. Oh, you want to go for that one?
Yeah, that was a pretty standard play. Just tap it off the backboard and take it yourself. Doesn't get easier than that.
Yeah, nice little alley-oop. I was going to say we saw the nice possession there, bouncing it and sending it to yourself. And just unfortunate that for the gentleman, their defender just went a little bit over there, wasn't able to tap the ball. But now we have our first part of your 2-1. This is the 1, so let's see what happens if we can get that 2 as well.
Will we get the 2? Well, which side will we get the 2 on? I mean, of course, Gentleman could get 2 in a row, and that's 2-1, or Roblox can get 1 more, and Gentleman can get 1. There's so many different ways for the 2-1 to happen.
Just have to wait and see, but right now, it's going to be still just the ball sitting over by the gentleman. Both teams are just struggling to move the ball out of this corner, but we'll see who's going to be the first one to break away with the ball.
Lunar, he's got some space with it. A really nice touch on that ball. The reset is connected, and Niebuhr's looking for the pass back, but Process going to smash that one down, and that was a very dangerous spot for that ball to be in for the gentleman, but the defense holds up for now, and now they have turned the tide, and they are on offense, but it's not going to stay like that for long. No mansion ceiling shot. Great play off the ceiling. Looking for one last touch to get that ball into the goal, but that was not going.
Seems just like the back right gentleman corner is the favorite place of the ball right now, but as we say that, a shot on goal is blocked there, and the ball is now sitting towards the middle here. We'll see if the gentleman can make something happen of it. Because right now both teams are going to vie for possession, but it's going to be the gentleman who went out pushing it forwards here. But once again, the ball has just been moving back and forth. And now a shot is going straight towards the goal, but it's just a little bit too high there. And is going to be blocked. So once again, we're just back to bouncing that ball back into the right corners, gentlemen.
Yeah, we've seen this quite a bit. As here's Lunar faking the shot, tapping it over. It's just Aegis to beat. He gets the bump on him as well, but it's not a good enough touch. No Mansion with a real fast shot gets that saved away by Tide. It's Tide now with control. Speaking of the devil, passes it off to Aegis. The second touch from Tide is not there as he's just out of boost. And now Gentleman trying to regain possession.
A wonderful assist there, but the defenders were exactly where they needed to be, prevented that from going in. But as I'm talking, the ball's just bouncing off the top, barely missing in every situation there. Unfortunate for the gentleman. There's only 1 minute left, and they just missed a good chance at a goal there just from that very minor positioning of the ball bouncing off the top of the goal, as right now Aegis blocks it away. And the ball is now once again headed straight for the gentleman's open net, but just off to the left side this time, so not able to go for a straight shot.
Just yet, now Aegis, all that Roblox has to do is just play suppressive and keep the gentleman away from the orange net. There's Tide trying to take that one away. Great setup once again from the gentleman. There's Lunar, gets faked out. Process just wasting all the time in the world as Aegis forces another 50. Now we're going over to the side. Such an awkward spot to be in. As there's Tide trying to control that ball, but it's just not wanting to go. Roblox with control.
5 seconds left here. Roblox still have control of the ball, pushing it towards the gentleman's goal. And now we're going to go into the overtime here. Let's see if the gentleman can make some magic happen. The ball's on a crash course for the ground, and there it goes. Roblox taking game 3 here with a 1-0 scoreline. Once again, a shutout, just not as dominant as before, but still an excellent performance from Roblox to put them now to series point.
It was a very good showing from Roblox. My prediction was wrong. It was still a 1-point game, but I mean, it was still also a shutout, so I guess we're counting it as a win-win. I mean, close
Yeah,
match.
I guess so.
Win-win, close match. Wasn't the score I predicted, but I mean, it's a 1-point game. But what I really was looking at with that game is check out these stat lines. Roblox with 5 shots to 8 saves, and meanwhile, on the gentleman's side, it's 10 shots to 3 saves. So I think one of these teams might be a little bit more defensive, and all I can say to that is defense wins championships.
I mean, you can't lose if they don't score on you, so, I mean, worst you can get is a tie, but I think from what we've seen in the pattern so far, right, we started off with 4 to Roblox, then it was 2 to Gentleman, and now 1 to Roblox. You have to assume that the pattern is it's going down and it's switching, which means it's going to be a 0-0 win towards the Gentleman, you know? Probably what's going to happen.
0-0 win.
I mean, the stats don't lie, you know? We'll have to see.
I believe it. Honestly, we've seen some crazy stuff over the past 5 days. You were not here, but we have seen a lot of stuff go on in the qualifiers. So, honestly, a 0-0 win would not even faze me at this point. As, by the way, this is game number 4. Roblox is on series point, so, or set point. And the gentleman now...
Series overall game.
Series overall match, same thing. All that matters is I get my point across. And Roblox only need one more game to win, and they will take round 1 of the Swiss stage.
Now, I was saying that the 0-0 win, you can't really win with 0-0, but I'm hoping maybe we'll get an overtime, and we'll see who wins from there. And of course, the pattern is that gentlemen should take this if it's that back and forth that we've been seeing, but the gentlemen are going to do everything in their power to make sure that they win right now and don't force an overtime, because I mean, who really wants to play more than they have to, right? You want to make sure that these games are quick, especially with how many games they have to be playing today. They got to stay on their form for the whole day.
Definitely. These players do not want to see an overtime. They want to see a 10-0 win in regulation. But of course, everyone wants to... Whoa! Lunar! I have no idea where the angle from that came from. All I know is that was almost in the orange net, but it just did not go. And lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, the only people that want to see an overtime is the people that's not playing.
I mean, sometimes, grand finals, game 5 overtime, that's pretty hype, but we'll see if that happens right now as we're moving into what may be the final game here. But right now, Roblox has not gotten a score on the board yet to put him in the lead. And the gentlemen are still struggling to find a goal here to try to tie up the series, but so far they've had the best, chance at a goal, making sure they had that ball skid right across the surface of the goal. Just didn't have anyone to be able to put it in, and the ball was on a crash course for the blue goal, but a nice block by Lunar prevents it from going in. And now it's going to do the same from another member from the gentleman here, as the ball is now moving over towards the side of Roblox.
Lunar with a great setup, but the save from Process comes in. And Aegis has to carry this ticking time bomb across his own net. And somehow it does not blow up. Gentleman just a little bit too far back, and that one's not going to go. And Roblox with a booming clear gets this one back into the blue half. But how long is it going to stay there? The answer is not for long. Nibra on the shot again, taking it around the bend. But that one will be hit away. Lunar forced to take it through the air, all the way from the halfway point. Call that a mid-court shot, but it does not land, and he does not get the $50,000.
Well, it's 2 minutes left to go. So far the 0-0 prediction is still holding true, but plenty of time for both these teams to go for a score here. And the ball with a nice bounce there, but it's blocked away. An excellent job there by I think that was Tide who was able to get that, but right now Process is the one pushing the ball over towards the gentleman's side. Lunar is there to try to block this and is able to push it away, but Tide once again moving that ball into that right gentleman corner.
How long is it going to stay there? Not for long, because they're going to the left, and Tide puts this one on target. 1 minute, 32 seconds left, and Roblox find the first goal of the game, and the death timer's ticking for the first series.
And as we watch that replay, unfortunately, Lunar just does a backflip in the air, not able to hit the ball with the bicycle, and instead it goes right into the waiting front bumper, or should be bumper, right? Not fender. Our bumper's the back. It is the waiting fender of Tide there. I brush up my car terms sometimes.
Yeah, I think so. All I know is cargo ball.
Cargo ball, yeah.
Cargo ball.
That's all you need to know, right? Cargo ball, but right now the ball is being go by car, but car not really going for a ball.
Oh, Aegis somehow getting on the good side of that ball to not let that one go in the net. That was very dangerous for Roblox. And gentlemen, now in control, No Mansion looking to bang this one off the backboard. The third man's nowhere to be found. He's too far behind. And now Roblox get one more chance on offense. 45 seconds to go. They are in the lead. They just got to waste some time. The gentlemen are not going to let them do that, as this ball immediately gets sent back into the orange half.
And this, Roblox right now, all they need to worry about is winning this game. It's going to win the series for them. But on the other side, the gentlemen are doing everything they can to stay in this match, but with only 30 seconds left, the clock is ticking, the pressure is mounting, and will they be able to make some magic happen here and keep them alive for at least one more game in this series?
We're going to have to find out in the last 15 seconds. Gentlemen have not scored in 2 games, and they're going to have to score within the next 10 seconds. As this is it, round number 1. All eyes on this. Lunar, he's a little bit late on the pop-up. The redirect, it's going to go off the car of Aegis Nebra, putting it off the backboard, and that one will be hit away. Process trying to tap it down, and that one will be finished. Roblox